Listen, man, I don't care about the tank. I got to be honest. I'm happy the Jets have won consecutive football games. I know that Jets fans have been conditioned over the years to root for draft position because that is all we have had to latch onto for the last decade and a half. I get that. I understand that perspective, and I think it makes sense in some situations. I don't think it makes sense here. Let's talk about it. Listen, man, I was captain of the Tank Command last year, okay? Once it became clear that the Jets were not going anywhere, they were not making the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers was gone, Devontae Adams was gone, Jeff Ulbrich was not going to be the head coach of the Jets in 2025. Once all of that was clear, I had no interest in seeing the Jets win football games. I didn't care. In fact, I was actively upset that they won a meaningless game late in the year against Jacksonville, or when Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns against Miami the last game of the year. Who cares, man? That has no bearing on the future success of the New York Jets organization. That is not the case this year, though. The single most important thing for the Jets right now is stacking positive results week over week. You want to give a reason for not only the fans and the media, but for the players to believe that this coaching staff is headed in the right direction, that this is the right regime to draft and develop a young quarterback. Because the last thing you want is to go 1-16 or 2-15. Sure, you might get the first overall pick, but what matters more is having the right infrastructure in place for whatever quarterback that you are going to draft. This is the second game in a row that I think the Jets have won in the margins. They won because their coaching staff pressed all the right buttons. Justin Fields had another abysmal performance, but the special teams, shout out, by the way, this man, Chris Banjo, who is heading maybe the best special teams unit in the NFL. The special teams stepped up. The defense stepped up when it needed to. Over the last 2 games, I know a very small sample size, the Jets have been a well-coached football team. That's progress. We looked at the Browns after that game and said, man, they made a couple of mistakes late in that game that just... that cost them the game. Bad teams make mistakes, and that's how you lose games. Do you know how many times we've said that about the Jets over the last 15 years? Way too many to count. We said that about the Jets' opponents, not the Jets this week. That's progress. It's incremental progress, but it's progress. I like Fernando Mendoza, but this is not a sell your soul for the number 1 overall pick type of quarterback class. If the Jets end up with the 8th pick, they have 5 first-round picks over the next 2 years. I promise you, they have the capital and the flexibility to land a quarterback of their choosing. For now, I just want to see wins. I'm never one to police fandom. You watch the Jets however you want to watch them. If you want to see them finish with the first overall pick, so be it, man. That's your prerogative. I just think it is not in the best interest of the organization. Give me wins. I want to see wins.